we are looking at question 17 of GATE 2013 chemical engineering paper. The question is, in a pool boiling experiment, the following phenomena were observed, where P is natural convection, Q is film boiling, R is transition boiling, and S is nucleate boiling. What was the correct sequence of their occurrence? So we have been given P as natural convection, Q as film boiling, R as transition, and S as nucleate boiling. So in this pool boiling experiment, we consider a vessel which is fluid with a, let's consider water over here, and then we have a heating source at the bottom, and we provide electricity or whatever heat input to this heating source so as this boiling occurs within the fluid. So initially when any kind of heat hasn't been provided, then naturally the boiling would occur via natural convection. So the first step will always be natural convection, and then as and when we keep on increasing temperature, then we follow such a kind of curve which we call it as boiling curve. So conventionally, this is how we define each of these curves. So in this section PQ, that is the first section shown over here, this is known as interfacial evaporation regime. Okay, so here when the temperature of the wire is slightly above the saturation temperature of the liquid in contact with the heating surface gets slightly superheated, and the free convection of the fluid is responsible for the motion of the fluid. Then again, if we keep on increasing the temperature, then we will see this regime QS. So in this QS, so bubbles will start to form, and later on this vapor bubbles will break and coalesces. Thus an intense motion of liquid occurs, which in turn increases the heat transfer flux to the liquid from the heating wire. So this QS term is known as nucleate boiling. So from the given options, we can select the second option. So after natural convection, from the given four options, nucleate boiling will occur. So second option is the nucleate boiling, and then we will see this ST curve, so which is known as transition boiling. So in this section, you can notice that the maximum heat transfer coefficient is obtained at this point S. However, once the population of the bubble reaches the maximum, the nearby bubbles coalesces and eventually form a film of vapor on the heating surface. This layer is highly unstable and forms and momentarily breaks. So ultimately, so here this is the point of maximum heat transfer, and here a stable film will form, and within this region ST, the film will momentarily form and break. So we call this as transition regime. So this ST region is transition regime. That is, after this nucleate boiling, we will be having transition boiling. So the third sequence, the phenomenon in the third sequence will be transition boiling, and after transition boiling, a stable vapor film will be formed, and ultimately that is called as film boiling. So the fourth option in the sequence will be film boiling. So to arrange them, the order will be P, S, R, and Q. So initially we will be having natural convection, then nucleate boiling, then transition boiling, and then at last the film boiling. So from the given options, we can select this option corresponding to the sequence of P, S, R, Q, that is option D, which is our correct answer.